I think one of the interesting things about the first round of MiFID is that because it was entirely principles based, it meant that everything was open to interpretation, so the regulators, banks and so forth could decide how, when and why they decided to play by the rules. So I think the thing that's very much coming with MiFID 2 is it's really going to come with some teeth now. And what we may see it as actually the forebear of a sort of European FSA, which really has the ability to legislate exactly what the rules are and how people are going to have to report, particularly in terms of describing the sorts of trading activity that they're up to. On the one hand, these HFT firms have had a bit of a bashing from people that really don't understand what they do. And to my mind, what they're doing is simply using technology, computers, their own ingenuity to take advantage of markets and fragmentation of liquidity across different venues. So on the one hand, they deserve to make a living, and to my mind, they probably deserve to carry on and in much the same way. They're probably an increasing perfection into the market than an imperfection. I think where there is a problem, Katya, though, is if you are a big investor in a particular stock and you want to move a position and you look at the impact you may have in terms of the average daily volume of that stock, there's a lot of sort of artificial volume that's going to distort how impactful your trading might be. So there is an issue there, but it's not the HFT guys' fault. Probably where MiFID went wrong is it started at the wrong end. It started with the trading end and the exciting end, and perhaps it should have started with getting one agreed lexicon for describing stocks, having one agreed clearing and settlement infrastructure, much like we have in the US. And perhaps perhaps my magic wand would say, let's have a much more homogeneous infrastructure, as that's probably the single cause for friction in the markets at the minute.